Well, hello everybody and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Thursday only here on YouTube. I want to welcome you to the March 21st, 2024 day show of the Vinyl Treasure Show, and we're here from 1 o'clock till about 3:30. We'll pick up the time I lost there. I was downstairs kind of setting them up. I told my mother that I'm going to give her a sign-on for the tablet downstairs. Although she's having it's hard for her to type, but I think I could connect a keyboard to the tablet. I think I have an adapter that I can do that with. So we'll see how that works, but maybe she could type with one finger. But Grace is helping her now. I was downstairs and I said, well, I saw that she saw that Joe and Gordy said hello. She wanted to say hello back. So Grace was kind of, but it's kind of odd with the tablet. It brings up the, the keyboard comes up and it covers up the screen. It's like a pain. It's not good. But anyway, we'll be working on that, so she'll be able to communicate under her own name, maybe with one finger though. But thank you all for being here. Sure, many of you recognize that song if you used to tune in to the Group Harmony Review on WFUV for many years. That was the theme song that they used, and I have been featuring Earl Bostic and his orchestra here for the last number of weeks as we do this 1957 Relic Countdown. That one, though, not from 57. That one came out in July of 1956. The song originally done back in 1937 by Ray Heatherton with the Rudy Newman and his orchestra. This cover by that Earl Bostic, out of a saxophonist out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And that's on Sid Nathan's King record label. Had lots of releases on the King label. Well, enough of my babbling here. Let's get to the countdown here. Lots of good records coming up from this point. Well, they were all good records. You know, there's some hits, but some of the favorites of the voters are coming in with multiple, making it on multiple ballots. So again, if you're new to the program, just finding out about the show for the first time, please click subscribe to my YouTube page and also click the bell for notifications. You'll get an email, but you have to tell it that you want all notifications. It's all notifications. That's what it is. And give me a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing, as my eye is tearing here. I'm going to the doctor on Tuesday to see what's going on. But anyway, we left off last week at number 132. It was Joe Greer and the Charts, their second release on the Everest label, a song called Dance Girl. Let's pick it up with number 131 with 68 points and 12 mentions. For Frankie Lyman's little brother, that would be Louis Lyman, along with the Teen Chords here, and this is their second release on the Fury label. The flip of this came in at number 231. It was called Honey Honey, and Louis Lyman gets writer credit on this, along with Richard Barrett and Bobby Robinson from March 57. We open up the vocal portion at number 131, Louis Lyman and the Teen Chords with Please Tell the Angels.
Please tell the angels, please tell the angels, oh, 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 you are an angel, darling, with your head
That's Louis Lyman and the Teen Chords. It's on Bobby Robinson's Fury record label. That's their what did I say that was? That's their second release on the Fury label from March 1957, coming in at number 131. Please Tell the Angels is the name of the tune, and it's their sixth song to make the survey. Number 454 was Too Young. 381 was Your Last Chance, and 309 Falling in Love, and we heard them at number 197 with I'm Not Too Young to Fall in Love. Lots of songs here on the RELIC survey. Let's go to Philadelphia for entry number 130 with 88 points and 3 mentions, and the only release for this group called the Fabulaires. The song was recorded for Barry Golder and Jocko Henderson, and they shopped the master around as a lot of the record companies did that. B. Caslin was one of Hull Records, or Mascot Records, and so was Jocko Henderson and Barry Golder. They would record the songs, I guess, in their local studio in Philadelphia, and it was picked up by Atlantic Records. They released it on the East West subsidiary, and locally in Philadelphia, it was released on the Mainline label. I will show you the Mainline 45 that I have here. But we go to December of 57, number 130 on the survey, the Fabulaires with Paul Green on lead on the East West label. I'm featuring it on that label. It's called While Walking. Like that tune there. So does Steven in Arizona there. I used to hear that on Oldies Radio back in the 1970s there. That's number 131 on the survey. The Fabulaires featured it on the East West record label. While Walking is the name of the tune. Came out in December of 57. Paul Green, the lead singer on that. Locally in Philadelphia, the record is more in demand on the Mainline record label. Again, only sold in the Philadelphia area. Let's continue here with the 1957 countdown. We go to Brooklyn, New York now. This group returns with their third entry on the survey so far. They came in at number 129 Well, I should say this 129 comes in with 89 points and 7 mentions. They had two previous songs to make the survey, number 395, What You Do to Me, and number 257, Where There's a Will, There's a Way. This is number 129. It's a B-side to their fourth release. They had 5 releases in all on Jerry Winston's Onyx record label. We go to October of 1957 and give a listen to the Velours. This is with Jerome Ramos on lead, the Velours, at number 129. It's called Hands Across the Table.
Hands across the table while the lights are low. Though you hush your lips, your fingertips tell me all I want to know. Hands across the table, me so tenderly, and they say in their little way that you belong to me. Hands across the table, darling. Yes, while the nights are low. Though you hush your lips, yes, your fingertips tell me all I want to know. Oh, hands across the table, me so tenderly, and they say in their little way that you belong to me.
That's the great sound of Jerome Ramos and the Velours from October 1957, coming in at number 129 on the survey. That's on the Onyx label, Jerry Winston's Onyx record label, one of the thousands of labels that your host Johnny G collects. And their tune, their B-side to their fourth release, Hands Across the Table. I'm sure they will return here on the survey. Let's continue now. Let's go back out to California for the second entry from this group to make it on the survey. Now, they previously recorded as the Premiers on Johnny Otis's Dig record label. Then they signed with Capitol Records as Sammy Hagan and the Viscounts. And this is their their second release came in on the survey at number 428, a song called Wild Bird, their second on the Capitol record label. But this is their first of 3 on the Capitol label, coming in at number 128 with 89 points and 9 mentions, co-written by the lead singer Sammy Hagan. August 57 on the Capitol label, Sammy Hagan and the Viscounts with Out of Your Heart, number 128.
Out of your heart, you gave me your love, like the stars shine from above. My I love out of your heart, you came to me. so gentle and carefree. My darling,
The love I have for you
is warm and tender. It's all your own.
This love I have for you
I must surrender. It's yours, I can't be free out of your heart. You have shown me your love. You are all I'm thinking of. My
That's Sammy Hagan and the Viscounts there from, what year is that? Johnny G losing his mind. August 1957. That's their first release on the Capitol record label, for their first of three on the Capitol record label. Out of Your Heart is the name of the tune. Of course, Sammy Hagan also recorded as Little Sammy on the Shade record label. I have featured that one here on the program. And also Count Yates on the Regis label, and somebody else under another name. But I said Viscounts, Fred, I did. But anyway, they're number 128. Let's go to entry number 127. Let's hope the Copyright Police, they were out in full force yesterday, but they didn't shut me down. And I think they posted the video of it's normally being blocked in Russia. I think YouTube blocks everything in Russia, but I think the show has the chat from last night's Soul Show is up. But entry number 127 is a hit. Had 89 points and 10 mentions. I'm sure most of you in the chat room know this song here. This girl group from Harlem, New York. The B-side of this 45, which I like better, believe it or not, came in at number 388. It was a song called Look at the Stars. And they also placed another one on the survey at number 382, Cumma Cumma. But this was their biggest hit, their first of 6 on the Atlantic label, and they were all between the ages of 11 and 15 years old, and were singing in the I think the school choir or glee club as the Harlem Queens. But when they signed with Atlantic Records, they were known as the Bobettes. It features Irma Pott on lead. This one from May 57 at number 127. The Bobettes on Atlantic with their classic, a hit. It's called Mr. Lee.
1, 2, 3. Look at Mr. Lee. 3, 4, 5. Look at him jive. Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. I met my sweetie, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. His name is Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. I met my sweetie, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. His name is Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, he's the handsomest sweetie that you ever did see. My heart is aching, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. For you, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. My heart is aching for you, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. 'Cause I love you so, and I'll never let you go. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Here comes Mr. Lee. Try-to-wop, he's come for me. Try-to-wop, here comes Mr. Lee. Try-to-wop, he's come for me. Try-to-wop, he's my lover boy. Let's jump for joy. Come on, Mr. Lee. And do your at him, Johnny. 1, 2, 3, look at Mr. Lee. 3, 4, 5, look at him, John. Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, oh, Mr. Lee, oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee,
I'm sure those of you tuned into the program today remember that, or that were teenagers back in 1957. You remember hearing that on the radio for sure. That is number 127. Those are the Bobettes with their debut single on the Atlantic label. Mr. Lee is the name of the tune from May of 1957. Let's go to entry number 126. Dare not I say that I played 2 hits in a row. Coming in with 89 points and 13 mentions. We go to Hollywood, California now. And another hit that many of you should be familiar with. And it's the group's first of 10 on Lee Roop's Ebb record label, and this is from October of 1957. It features Earl Nelson on lead at number 126. 2 hits in a row, this time by the Hollywood Flames on Ebb Records. It's called Buzz, Buzz, Buzz.
Darling, and I hope someday you'll be mine. Darling, and I hope someday you'll be mine. 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 Hope someday you'll be mine.
That's entry number 126 by the Hollywood Flames. That's their first of 10 from October of 1957. Buzz, Buzz, Buzz coming in number 126. That's with Earl Nelson on lead. And yes, Paul Michel, Bobby Bird, also aka Bobby Day, a member of that group. He actually co-wrote the song here with who's the guy last name Gray, I think is with the group also, or was with the I think when Earl Nelson and Gray, I think they were in the what is the Voices, I think, on the Cash record label, because I think they recorded that like in 1955 and they re-recorded that later on in 1957. Thank you, Bill, for that clean copy, I will say, as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We go to entry number 125 now. Now the collectors. So really, anybody probably that was doing the survey that was familiar with the hits wouldn't know this record, I'd have to guess. Only the true collectors would have known to vote for this next record. This is the flip side of entry number 562. As done by Willis Sanders and the Embers, it was called Taking a Chance on You. But this is the flip side. It scored 91 points in 8 mentions. And the lead singer here, Willis Sanders, he previously sang with the Marshall Brothers on the Savoy record label. Also a member of the Bells that recorded for the Rama label. But he formed his own group called the Embers. Now, the song originally released on the Jupiter record label, then a few months later came out on the Juno label. I showed you my Juno press, which was kind of trash, and I found that in the wild too, by the way. But I'm featuring it on the first press. It's got the Greek U. It looks like a V, but it's Jupiter Records. October 1957, number 125, Willis Sanders and the Embers. It's called Your Souvenir.
Your souvenir, your souvenir, your souvenir, is all I have to hold. Your souvenir, your souvenir, your souvenir, for love that grew too old. Memories, sweet memories, come to me all day, but memories, sweet memories, only fade away. Your souvenir, your souvenir, your souvenir is all I have to hold. Your souvenir, your souvenir, your souvenir, for love we used to know, but darling, no other could give me another. Since you've been here, I still endure your souvenir, your souvenir, your souvenir, your souvenir.
Ballads here on the Joe Shacatano. Do you like that ballad? I have to say yes, you do. There you go, Willis Sanders and the Embers, October 1957, coming in at number 125. Featured on the Jupiter record label, Your Souvenir is the name of the tune. Johnny G is your souvenir here on a Thursday afternoon. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, give me a thumbs up if you dig what I am doing here. We do it. This is the second show of the week. I was on last night at 9 p.m. Also simulcasting on Oldies and More Radio with the Soul Show. I'll be back on Saturday night at 9 p.m. and I haven't answered a bunch of emails for the last couple of days, so I will answer you all. So thank you for your emails. You can send your requests to Johnny G at vinyltreasures at AOL.com, and Charlene is compiling those for the Saturday night show as we continue. And let's go to entry number 124. And now this next group, very familiar with lots of people tuned into the program today. They are from the Bronx, New York, and they make their debut on the survey and their debut on record at number 124 with 93 points and 10 mentions. And this is the B-side to their debut single on George Goldner's End record label, written by the lead singer of the group. Her name is Arlene Smith. Let's go to July of 1957, coming in at number 124, The Chantels On the End label, and their tune called The Plea. That's the sound of Arlene Smith and the Chantels, coming in at number 124 from July 1957. That's the B-side to her their debut single on George Goldner's N record label, a song entitled The Plea. Of course, I'm sure many of you know the Jesters also covered that tune in early 1958. Now, for you collectors out there, the true first press of this is not on the white label with the end or the multicolor label with the two dogs on the, well, you know, the front and the end part of the dog. That's not the true first press. It's really on the black label with silver print. And I have two, check your copy if you own the black label copy. Does yours say End Recording Corp or End Music Corp? So I don't know. They're definitely the same thing, but maybe different pressings of the record. I don't know which one is first. Obviously, one of those is first. But anyway, I digress. Let's go to entry number 123 now, coming in with 94 points and 7 mentions. This is a favorite of mine. And this group from Hartford, Connecticut, and it's their only release, and it came out, Lenny, you mentioned a great label, Flare X Records. I just love the sound of Flare X. It reminds me of like a B-horror movie, you know. But, and I was happy that I put this on my want list way back in the early 1970s. I used to listen to a local station out of Westchester Community College, WARY-FM, and the disc jockey there was George Doowop Tompkins, the late George Doowop Tompkins, and he made he kind of told me he took me to the next level of collecting when I was tuning into him as a teenager. So I marked this down on my want list, and I think my first copy was Joel Scherzer's copy. Then I got a nice mint copy. I think that was from Norm's collection, if I'm not mistaken, Brian Korn. But anyway, coming in at number 123, this issued in December of 56. It's close enough for government work, probably belonged more into the 1956 survey, but I'll take it either way. The Orbits from December 56. It features Stanley Sheets on lead. It's called Message of Love. The Orbits at number 123.
We are going to sing a message of love to you. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh,
Whisper.
I'm pretty sure I voted for that one. I scored it pretty high on my list when I sent that one in there because I like that tune a lot. There you go. Coming in at number 123, The Orbits. The Orbits from December 56 on the Flare X record label out of New York City. Kenneth Newkirk, a group member, wrote that. Features Stanley Sheets, the lead singer on that. And it's called Message of Love. What a great tune that is. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon. Hope you're digging on the tunes here. And I'll be back on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you have your requests, send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not yet done so. Let's continue with the countdown. Back out to California we go, to Leon Renee's Class record label for entry number 122, which came in with 94 points and 8 mentions. As vocal quartet formed in Richmond, California. They recorded 2 for the Class label. This was their first, co-written by disc jockey Nathaniel the Magnificent Montague, who promoted this group on KSAN in Los Angeles, California. This is from December of 1957 at number 122. They're called the Sputniks. The Sputniks on Class Records. It's called My Love Is Gone, number 122.
My love, she's gone, yes, far away from
do I love you, darling. I love you again and again. I feel deep down in my heart, if you'll only come back home where you belong. Oh Lord, hear me and send my darling home to me.
I'll wait for you. Yeah. Oh, yes. Well, you know I still love you. Please come back home. Back where you belong.
That's a very nice tune there, coming in at number 122 on the survey from December 57. They're called the Sputniks. It's on the Class record label. My Love Is Gone is the name of the tune. This song would be re-released in 1962 on the Pamar label. I think a different version, a more contemporary version. And this group also recorded for the Ebb label as The Greats. There you go. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon. We continue with the countdown. We move to number 121 on the survey as this group from Newport News, Virginia returns. They had a ton of songs to make the survey. Let me see the flip side of this. This record only came out on a promo on Capitol Records, but I have it on the EP. And I didn't get a chance to, Charlene, as you noticed, didn't get a chance to rewrite these. But, boy, the 5 keys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. This is the 7th entry for the 5 keys. Again, this group first recording for the Aladdin record label, but they signed with Capitol Records, and this was originally from their Capitol LP, The 5 Keys on Stage, and was also issued in parts on EPs. Capitol did that. Lots of the companies did that. Those are the bigger companies that would do that, or that had. Mercury was another one that did it with the Dell Vikings. But this was never really an official release. I played the flip side of this. What was it called? It was called The Gypsy, I think, that I had on the EP. I think it might have been. Is it this one? No, it is not. This is a different one. This is the part 1. This is the first of the EPs that came out. And I don't want to mention the cover. They had to brush out something on the cover with the guy on the front there. It was his finger was kind of like sticking out there, and it was like they said, look, that looks kind of weird. We got to brush that out. And you can check it out. I have one of them that is like that, but this is one that's brushed out on there. I think it came out on the album that way too, by the way. But anyway, these are the 5 keys. I'm featuring it on the EP, part 1, song, side 1, song 1, and it's an old tune dating back to 1936, but this one from February 57, it features Rudy West on lead at number 121, the 5 keys on a Capitol EP. The song is called Just for a Thrill, number 121.
Just for a thrill, you changed the sunshine to rain. merely a toy, a plaything you could toss around at will.
Just for a thrill.
Just for a thrill, you made my life one sad song.
Just for a thrill.
Just for a thrill, you just let me along. Although you're free and having your fun, to me you're still the only one. You made my heart stand still just for the thrill. You made my heart stand still just for a thrill.
That's the great sound of Rudy West and the Five Keys coming in at number 121. Featured it off of the Capitol EP. Also came out on a promo Capitol 45 with no number, so they really didn't give it a number. They didn't release it. It just went out to some of the radio stations. February 57, the Five Keys, Rudy West on lead, Just for a Thrill at number 121. Let's move to number 120 now as we are moving through. This is a flip side that we heard earlier on the survey. This song scoring 96 points and 10 mentions. The group is out of Baltimore, Maryland. We heard the flip side of this at entry number way back, 533, a song called On Bended Knee. But here is the flip side. This group formed by Bill Pinkney. Bill Pinkney, after he was fired from the Drifters by the manager for asking for a raise. I guess you can't ask for a raise. Well, nowadays, I don't know if they're going to do that. They'll probably fire you on the spot for that. But he recruited an ex-drifter by the name of Bobby Hendricks, and they called the group The Flyers, and they had this lone release on the Atco record label. This tune written by Charles Singleton and Rosemarie McCoy. Is it Singleton? Yes, it is. And it features Bobby Hendricks on lead. Let's go to March of 1957, coming in at number 129, a great two-sided 45 by The Flyers on the Atco label. It's called My One Desire at number 120.
My only desire, my dear, is to make you mine. It's been my desire, my dear, for a long, long time. I don't know how badly you need me. All I know is just how much I need you. For your love is the kind that could lead me to do the things I thought I couldn't do. That's why my only desire, my dear, is to win your heart. It's been my desire, my dear, from the very start. If you say you wouldn't be mine, no one but you.
And no one but
What a great record that is there, coming in at number 120. That's Bobby Hendricks on lead with the Flyers, March 1957 on the excuse me, on the Atco record label. My only desire, I thought I said one, but I think I said it right. My Only Desire is the name of the tune. That received 96 points in 10 mentions. You know what somebody did last Saturday? They typed on my YouTube wall that this was noise. They called it noise. I wonder what they listened to. I was diplomatic about it. I think Intrigit, you made a comment on there. But how could this music be noise? I wonder what they listened to. It's probably a young person tuned into the program, but it definitely is not noise. I mean, they don't do this music anymore, and it's I'm trying to keep it alive here, folks. It's the best I can do, but somebody called it noise. I was diplomatic. I was going to be nasty because, listen, I don't back away from anybody, but I didn't want to do that because I got to be diplomatic about it. But listen, the best thing is, if you don't like what you hear, you can flip the station, go somewhere else, go listen to something else. But there's a lot of people that still love this music that tune into the program, and the show, stands for itself. It does. So I hope you enjoy this music, or at least can open your mind and listen to things that were done in the past. So much better things done in the past. That's what I say. Let's continue with the countdown here. Go to number 119 with 96 points and 11 mentions. And I'm sure if you were tuned into Alan Freed back in the late 1950s or mid-50s or early 50s, you would have heard this here in New York City. I don't know if he was on Winds with the release of this January of '57. He might not have been, but this is the group's follow-up to I'm Not a Juvenile Delinquent, and this is on George Goldner's G record label. This is actually only the second release on the survey for Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. They came in at number 202 with Goody Goody on the G label, but this is the group's what did I say here? This is the group's sixth release on the G record label from January of '57 at number 119. Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers with their tune called Teenage Love, number 119.
Come laddie, say boom.
Run, run, papa, to run, 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 papa, to run, run, papa, to. As I was going to school one day, I met a cute girl who passed my way. She looked like a goddess, more like a queen. She stole the heart of every teen. I said, look ahead, baby, and what's with you? She said, cool down, boy, I'm late for school. The time went
Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers coming in at number 119 on George Goldner's G record label. That's their sixth release on the G label from January of 57. Teenage Love is the name of the tune, and I haven't listened. I wonder if when Morris Levy reissued this record, there was a number of early 60s and even into the 70s, did he keep the echo? If you notice, there is lots of echo on that record. That's the way they did it, and also on many of the Goldner G recordings, they kind of the volume goes up at certain parts of the record. I think he did that intentionally. He did it when the saxophone comes in at certain parts and then it lowers it. That's what I find, because I'm keeping the levels the same, and then it all of a sudden it shoots up to be really loud. So that is on many of the releases on the G and Gone record labels, even N records too, by the way. But anyway, great to hear Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. There you go. Let's move to number 118 on the survey with 98 points and 7 mentions. And let's see, they've made the survey before, this group. LM, I'm looking here as I do it. Yes, they had one, two, three previous entries on the survey. We heard them at number 411 that was the Moroccos. We heard them at number 259 with I'm Afraid the Masquerade is Over, and we heard them at number 178 with Don't Say Goodbye. They return here with number 118. It's their 11th of 20 on the Chess record label. It features Bobby Lester on lead. This was the follow-up to Please Send Me Someone to Love from August 57 at number 118, The Sound of the Moonglows. On the Chess record label, it's called Confess It to Your Heart, number 118.
Confess it to your heart. You're falling for her ways. You're caring more about her. She's got you in a daze. Confess it to your heart. Her kisses thrill you more than any other kisses that you have had before. Though you may have reason to think it's wrong to care, still the love is there within your soul. There's no forgetting now. She's all you're dreaming of. Surrender to the feeling. Confess it to your heart.
The great sound of the Moonglows there, coming in at number 118 on the survey from August 1957. That's their 11th release on the Chess record label. The great Bobby Lester on lead. Confess It to Your Heart is the name of the tune. I want to get that on West Coast Monarch press. That's the way I try to get. If I have a chance to purchase those vinyl presses, I do. They sound so much better than those crappy styrene 45s. I'm telling you, it is crazy. They should have. I don't know what, the record company's trying to save money. That's what they do. But anyway, I divest here. Let's continue here, and I'm going to always tell you when I'm not playing an original. I don't own this next record on an original. It's a very rare record, and I don't know many people that do have an original of this. But this group is called the Corsairs, and this received 100 points. 100 points and 6 mentions. Actually, the next 4 songs that I'll be featuring on the survey all received #1 votes. There was a ballot that came in as a #1 here. As I call up this, come on, I'm calling up my Excel file here. So let's see. The flip side of this record did make the survey earlier. This group called the Corsairs. It came in at number 391, a song called Rock Lily Rock on the High Tone record label. But the flip side makes it to number 117. This is from 1957, and again, I have this on a reproduction. I don't have an original of this, unfortunately. These are the Corsairs on High Tone at number 117, that received one #1 vote. It's called Goodbye Darling, the Corsairs.
Goodbye, my darling, goodbye, my love. Once belonged to you, but now it has found somebody new. So I'll say goodbye, goodbye, my darling, goodbye. Goodbye. I suppose you are wondering why I'm saying goodbye. But you, my darling, sure know. So I'll say goodbye, goodbye, my darling, goodbye. Goodbye. Yes, darling, when I first met you, you said you loved me. But now, yes, now, darling, you're so untrue. Oh, I wonder. Yes, I wonder if it's possible for me to stop loving you. So I say goodbye, goodbye, my darling, goodbye. Goodbye. I suppose you are wondering why I'm saying goodbye, but you, my darling, sure know. So I'll say goodbye, goodbye, my darling, goodbye.
There you go. That's an ultra rare 45. I wish I had the original. I have the lyrics on the High Tone record label, and I have the Gloria what is it, Gloria Harris, I think, in the lyrics. But there you go. Those are the Corsairs. The Corsairs from 1957. There was a number one vote on that. That was 100 points on that record. Interesting. Have to be hardcore collectors that voted for that one. There you go. Goodbye Darling is the name of the tune. Let's continue here with the countdown with 101 points. Number 116 here, and 11 mentions and one number one vote. But I really like this song. I do, as I often feature this group from Brooklyn, New York on the Saturday night show. And of course they signed with Thomas Robinson's Atlas record label back in 1955, also recorded on the Angletone label. But they went on to have 8 releases on those labels. But then in the summer of 1957 they moved to High Weiss's Old Town record label, and it's unfortunate that they only had one lone release, though, on the Old Town label. The tune written by the lead singer of the group, his name is Lloyd Davis. This is from September 1957, coming in at number 116. Let's give a listen to the Phi-Tones. The Phi-Tones on the Old Town record label. The song is called My Faith.
My faith can't be broken, for I believe in you. I'll trust you forever. I know will be true. No one can make me doubt you. No one can ever make us part. I have faith in you, darling, and in the love that's in your heart. My faith can't be broken, for I believe in you. I'll trust you forever, doll, and I know you'll be true. No one can make me doubt you. No one can ever make us part. I have faith in you, darling, and in the love that's in your heart.
There you go, coming in at number 116 from September 1957. That's Lloyd Davis and the Phi-Tones on Old Town Records. My Faith is the name of the tune. That had 101 points and 11 mentions, and one of those a number one mention for that tune. And even though the group disbanded after this 1957 release, Thomas Robinson continued to release earlier sides by the group through mid-1959. But they are, my favorite by them is a song called You'll Be the Last. That was Eric Ashton was the one that turned me on to that song. that he actually sold me my first copy of that record, which plays horrible, by the way. It does. Johnny G here on a Thursday. Hope you're digging on the cool tunes on the RELIC 1957 RELIC Countdown here, as voted by collectors back in 1997. And I'm playing all the releases on that survey that people voted for. And again, if you like what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already done so. So let's continue here with entry number 115 for this group from Gary, Indiana. And I'm trying to see how many songs. I think I've played. Did I play any of their tunes earlier on the survey? Let's see. Oh, yes, I have. They made the survey. They had two other entries on the survey. At number 394, a song called I Need Your Kisses, and number 161 with a song called I Lost You. This is their third release on the survey. This is on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. They had 20 releases in all on the label. And this is let me see, what do I have here? Okay, interesting here. On the there was a recording session that VJ held back on February 1st of 1957, and Gerald Gregory did not sing bass on that session. He was in jail at the time for non-support, and he asked VJ Records if they would loan him $300 to settle the matter, and they said no, and he was out of the group for a few months. He was in jail. So for this session, the bass was Lester Doc Williams, and the song that they did that day was Everyone's Laughing, I Lost You, A Lovely Way to Spend an Evening, and this song, which was actually the B-side to Everyone's Laughing. This is co-written by the lead singer. His name is Pookie Hudson. This is with Al Smith and his orchestra. This is from March 57 at number 115 with 102 points and 9 mentions and 1 number 1 vote. The Spaniels on VJ with I Owe You. The Spaniels.
I owe you the starlight. I owe you the moon. I owe you a wedding. Let me pay you soon. I owe you many kisses. I owe you a thrill. If you'd be my missus, a pain would be my bill. Won't you? Oh,
That's the great sound of Pookie Hudson and the Spaniels there, March 1957 on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. IOU is the name of the tune. As we continue here on the countdown, let's move to number 114. Received 102 points and 9 mentions and 2 number 1 votes for this next song. This group from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This is their 3rd song to make the survey. We heard from them earlier at number 289 with Tears of Joy on Sid Nathan's King record label, and also another one on King that they did called the original version of Dedicated to the One I Love. This is their 3rd release to make the survey. Just as what do I have here? Of course, prior to recording for King Records, they recorded for Apollo Records, and of course they were on other labels, but this is their 14th release, 14 of 28 on the King record label, a tune written by Loman Pauling, and it features Johnny Tanner on lead. Now, this charted number 5 regionally on KORD in, is it Pasco, Washington? I never heard of a Pasco, Washington. But anyways, from May 1957, these are the 5 Royales. The 5 Royales at number 14. This is our first song to receive 2 number 1 votes on the King record label. Johnny Tanner on lead. It's called Think.
Think, 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 think. Think about the sacrifices that I made for you. Think of all the time that I spent with you. Think of all the good things that I've done for you. Think of all the bad things I try not to do. So come on, baby, and think, 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 think about the good things. Think, 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 think about the right things. Think, think, think about the best thing, and maybe before you leave me, you realize I'm the one that loves you. How much of all your happiness have I really claimed? How many tears have you cried for which I was to blame? None I can't remember which was my fault. I tried so hard to please you, at least that's what I thought. Come on, sugar, and think, 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 think about the good thing. Think, 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 think about the right thing. Think, 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 think about the best thing, and maybe before you leave me, you realize I'm the one that loves you.
As Johnny Tanner and the 5 Royales, that one there from May 1957. Coming in at number 114 on the survey, that's on Sid Nathan's King record label. The song is called Think. That had 102 points and 2 number 1 mentions on that. Of course, 9 mentions in total. And Grady in Canada mentions that he had an LP by James Brown called Think, and that's because James Brown covered this tune for Federal Records. I think it was back in 1960. James Brown and his Famous Flames covered it in April of 1960 on the Federal record label. Johnny G here on a Thursday as we continue with the countdown. A very rare 45 up next, excuse me, on the countdown. We heard the flip side of this at number 262, a song called Let Me Share Your Dream. And this is the flip side of that returns at number 113, a very rare record if you have the original on the Black Gone record label. That's George Goldner's Gone label. These are the Deltas, and this is the frantic dance side that you got to dance pretty fast for this, Lenny G. So this is from 1957, number 113, the Deltas on the Gone label. The song is called Lamp Light.
Do da 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 do da 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 do da da walk walk do da da do da da do da da walk walk.
Like glow, my love for you continually grow. I'll love you, darling, with my heart and soul. Will you ever understand? I dream of you nightly in hopes that you will say you're mine at last. Will my wishes ever come to pass? I love you, I do. As the lamplight glows, everybody knows I'm always thinking of you. As its beams shine out, beholding you, it's plain to see. I love you, I do. As the night turns day, I know my love for you will never go astray. I need you, darling, as close to me. Will you ever understand? Like glows, everybody knows I'm always thinking of you. As it's beam shining out, beholding you, it's plain to see. I love you, I do. As the night turns day, I know my love for you will never go astray. I need you, darling, as close to me. Will you ever understand? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Ultra rare 45s on the countdown there. Those are the Deltas. The Deltas from 1957. Lamplight is the name of the tune. Came out on George Goldner's Gone record label. Now, I put this on my want list. I was, 13 or 14 years old, and I think at the time, I forget what it was selling for. So the first time I ever had a chance to buy the record, I think it came out on a reissue label called Solid, S-O-L-I-D, but the sound quality is not the greatest on that. And then I had a chance to get it on the multicolor label, because what happened was George Goldner put it out in 1960, sometime in 1960, because it is impossible to find this on the black label. And I have to thank the late Spence Wooten for giving me the opportunity to buy this record. I did see one in the collection that I looked at, but it was not in good shape. It was in terrible shape, and it was a lot of money that I think somebody did eventually buy it. But this one is not really a bad copy. And even though I paid a lot of money for it, it was very reasonable. At the time, I was only paying a certain amount of money for certain records. I had a limit, but that has kind of gone out the window over the last few months. But there you go, a great tune by the Deltas at number 113, 104 points and 10 mentions on that record. Let's continue with the countdown here with 105 points and 10 mentions. Entry number 112, and it's a flip side that we heard at number 179 called I'll Always Be in Love with You, as we return to Sid Nathan's King record label. This group from Brooklyn, New York, they initially recorded as the Toppers way back on the Jubilee record label, but this is the group's sixth of seven on the King record label, and it features Henry Austin on lead, and this is from January of 57, number 112. They're called the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes on the King label, and the tune is called Fallen Angel, number 112.
Fallen angel, fallen angel, someone lift your wings, someone promise me that never could come true. Fallen angel, though you love him so, how were you to know he was only using you? Lonely days, lonely nights made you go astray, made you lose the way, but that was yesterday. Fallen angel, someday you'll forget tears you now regret. Your broken wings will mend, and fallen angel, you will rise again. Fallen, fallen, fallen angel.
That's the great sound of the Hurricanes coming in at number 112. That is the better side, in my opinion, because the flip side also made the survey. That's their sixth release on Sid Nathan's King record label. Henry Austin, the lead singer on that tune called Fallen Angel. Of course, Henry would later become Henry Alston, T-O-N, with releases on the Skyline record label. He was also the lead singer of the Memos on the Memo record label. Let's move to entry number 111. We heard the flip side of this at number 348, a song called Mary, Hear the Love Bells. But this is the side that is the better side, in my opinion. It came out in February of 1957. 106 points and 6 mentions and 1 number 1 selection on this group from New Haven, Connecticut. It features a female lead with male backing. This is their Their first two releases came out on Joe Davis's Davis record label. You might recall those songs called Love Is True and Forever I Bow, but then he left Joe Davis to sign with Marty Kugel's Standard record label. The result was this 45 written by the lead singer. Her name is Ruby Whitaker. And for you collectors out there, the true first presses of this first say the Chestnuts. Then they would give credit to the lead singer on this, Ruby Whitaker and the Chestnuts. I have both copies, but this is the better sounding copy. And this, another record with echo in it. Let's go to February 1957, entry number 111, the Chestnuts on the Standard label. It's called Who Knows Better Than I? The Chestnuts.
A beautiful love affair. Everyone says, but we know that it's a lie. You don't do the things you should. People don't know too good, but who knows?
Coming in at number 111 on the survey with 106 points and 5 mentions and 1 number 1 there for that tune. The Chestnuts, Ruby Whitaker on lead with the Chestnuts on the Standard record label, Who Knows Better Than I? That one released in February of 1957. Johnny G here on a Thursday. Hope you're liking all these cool records. Tell you there were going to be some good records coming in on this survey as we continue here, and let's go to Manhattan next for this next group. This received 107 points and 5 mentions and 1 number 1, again showing the collectors voting for this record. I would say this is a big collector records. This group consisted of Ernesto Colin, Benny Travis, Franklin Millen, Raymond Diaz, and lead singer on this, her name Yvonne Lee. She's the lead. It's another female with male backing, a group called The Miners. This is on David Levitt's Celeste record label from February 57, coming in at number 110 on the survey. Let's give a listen to The Miners. The Miners on Celeste. Their tune is called Jerry. And there you go, Collectibles coming in on the survey at number 110, with 107 points and 5 mentions and 1 number 1 vote there from February 57. That's Yvonne Lee on lead with the Miners. It's on the Celeste record label. Jerry is the name of the tune. Yvonne Lee would leave the group, and this group would record as the Excels on the Central record label. I think they do a song called Baby Doll, which is actually a great two-sided 45. That Excels 45. Let's continue here on the survey. This next song coming in at number 1 with 107 points and 10 mentions. It's number 109 on the survey, as I tempt the copyright police to come after Johnny G here. I should be okay. And once I get to 3 o'clock, then maybe it gets a little bit a little bit testy around here. But this is a big hit. Of course, this song first done by Maurice Williams and the Gladiolas on the Excello record label. And this is a cover version by, you all know this group from Toronto, Canada. They had a lot of releases here in the U.S. on the Mercury record label. I have to ask Darren, were they on, what label did the Diamonds record over on in Canada? And I guess, was it Mercury? Was it Rio Records maybe? I don't know. Apex possibly? I don't know. But this was a big hit here in the U.S. And some people prefer this version over the original version by the Gladiolas. But coming in at number 109, these are the Diamonds, David Somerville on lead. This was released February 8th of 1957 here in the U.S. February 57, number 109, the Diamonds on the Mercury label, and a big hit called Little Darling.
Little darling, little darling, where are you, my lover? I was wrong to try to love you, but no, well, that my lover was just for you.
My darling, I need you to call my own and never do wrong, to hold in mind your little hand. I'll know too soon that all is so grand. Please hold my hand.
My dear, I was wrong to try to love you, oh well, that my lover was just for you.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. Those are the Diamonds. David Somerville and the Diamonds there from February 57, doing the Gladiolas' original version of the tune Little Darling there. That's on the Mercury record label. That was played by Dick Clark, would play that record. This started taking off. This comes at multiple variations on the labels, folks. The true first press is the maroon, I guess you can call it script, the one that I showed you there, but it also comes out on the black label with the circle. I don't know if I've ever seen it black with the script, but there's multiple variations on Little Darling by the Diamonds because it was such a big hit. But that one there coming in with 107 points and 10 mentions. Let's continue to entry number 1. Oh yeah, there you go. There is the Copyright Police. They came out, and but the record's not spinning. They're probably on delay a little bit, so I knew they were going to come out on that record. But let me just check to see if this next group had an earlier release, as I am totally unprepared for yes, they did. They had 3 previous entries on the survey. This group from where is it? I think, this group from Queens, New York. That's where Edmund is living, in Queens, New York. So he should be familiar with this group, called the Heartbeats. They previously, we heard them at number number 401 with I Wanna Know. That was on Rama. Then we heard them on with number 230 with When I Found You. That was on the Hull record label. And then we heard them, well, no, that wasn't right. When I Found You, that's not on Hull. You got to fix that, Charlene. I think that's on G. And then we heard them with Wedding Bells on the Rama label at number 214. This is their fourth placement on the survey at number 108. Came out in December of 1957. It's the flip side of, I guess, a holiday tune called After New Year's Eve. And this is the flip side, co-written by the lead singer. His name is James Shepard. Go to George Gollner's G record label, number 105, The Heartbeats, with 500 Miles to Go, number 108.
Telegrams, cablegrams, all of them say, I hope to be with you, my darling, someday. On my knees, dear, I pray, please forgive me, dry your eyes that I had to say bye-bye. I hope to be with you very soon. You be the bride, I'll be the groom. Cross your fingers and look above. I'll be home, I swear, my love. Halfway home, my darling. 500 miles left to go. If you wait for me, my dear head, I'll swim the sea, crawl through the snow. Hope to be with you very soon. Please wait for me. You be the bride, I'll be the groom. Cross your fingers and look above. I'll be home, I swear, my love.
Telegrams, cablegrams,
As James Shepard and the Heartbeats coming in at number 108 on the survey. That had 111 points, 7 mentions, and 1 number 1 vote for that tune there. December 57, 500 Miles to Go is the name of that one on George Gollner's G record label. Let's continue here with number 107, also with 111 points and 11 mentions. This group from Cincinnati, Ohio. We heard 2 releases earlier by the group. Number 268, a song called Don't Be Jealous, featured it on the Mark X record label. And the flip side of this entry, number 107, coming in at number, can't see, number 303, called The Cow Jumped Over the Moon. This is the flip side. This is the ballad side. This group out of Cincinnati, Ohio, they use, this is the blues ballad side is what they called it. It features Ronald Isley on lead from February 1957, number 107. The Isley Brothers on Teenage Records. Their tune is called Angels Cried, number 107.
angels, they cry the day that you left. stars in the sky hid from sight, and I was alone in the night because you broke my heart. Oh, how I yearn now that you are far away. Oh, please return and turn this night into day. How deep inside, the voice tells me that you still care. And darling, the dreams we can share the way that we did then. Although the angels cry, someday they'll smile again. Someday they'll
That's the debut single for the Isley Brothers. The Isley Brothers from February 1957, coming in at number 107 with 111 points and 11 mentions. That's on the teenage record label, Angels Cried, and that's Ronald Isley on lead. And Big Dave Swingers says they are still singing, well, at least Ronald Isley is still singing again. Let me just check one thing on this flip side here. Rhythm and Blues. Yes, that was the side that we heard earlier there. As I'm totally unprepared after the first 10 records. I was not prepared, but hopefully doing a good job on this. But anyway, so let's move to number 106 now with 113 points and 12 mentions. We go out to Los Angeles, California, Larry Mead's Vita record label, and it's the debut single for this group. They came in, the flip side of this came in earlier at number 559, a song called Rhythm and Blues. Now, the group was named after a missile developed by the U.S. Air Force called Titan, and this was their first of two on the Vita record label. It features Charles Wright on lead from January 57 at number 106. The Titans on the Vita label. It's called So Hard to Laugh, So Easy to Cry, number 106.
Yes, it's over. No more balcony seat, no more dancing with the gang all with me. It's so hard to laugh, so easy to cry, now that we've said goodbye. Yes, it's over. No more curfew to break, no more memory. We must hurry and make it so hard to laugh, so easy to cry, now that we said goodbye. Dreams won't die, though you go away. I'll be loving you wherever you are. Baby, I ought to make it stay, but it's mighty hard to cling to a falling star. My fallen days are over, and beyond all recall, just a line of no more, nothing at all. It's so hard to laugh, so easy to cry, now that we said goodbye. Dreams won't die. Though you go away, I'll be loving you wherever you are. Baby, I want to make you stay, but it's mighty hard to cling to a falling star. My smiling days are over, and beyond all recall, just a lot of no more, nothing at all. It's so hard to laugh, so easy to cry, now that we said goodbye. Now that we have said goodbye.
I like that tune there by the Titans, although I get requests for the a cappella version of this as done by the Vitamins that was released, I think, sometime in the early 70s. But those are the Titans from January 57, coming in at number 108 with 113 points and 12 mentions. That's on Larry Mead's Vita record label. So hard to laugh, so easy to cry. Excuse me, Charles Wright on lead for that one. And there is an a cappella version of that some people do like better than that one, but I like that song by the Titans. Johnny G here on a Thursday as we continue with the countdown. Again, if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also click the bell to receive all notifications when Johnny G goes live, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy what I am doing, this labor of love that I do. So thank you all for being here and enjoying the show as we continue with entry number 105, as this is the third record to make the survey by the Drifters, and we heard them at number 422 with Yodi Yaki, and then I think was it the flip side of that? Yeah, called I Know. That was number 183. Well, they return at number 105 from May of 1957. This had 116 points and 12 mentions, and one person voted this their number one selection. Tune written by Jimmy Oliver, who was the group's personal guitarist, and he played on all of their tunes, I'm pretty sure. But this features a Gerhard Thrasher on lead at number 105. These are the Drifters on Atlantic. It's called Drifting Away From You, number 105 from May 1957.
I used to be happy and so carefree. My worries were light as could be, but now they've started all over again because you're drifting away from me. Drifting away, I love you, my dear, for it's plain to see your heart is cold and you want to be free. Come back, I need you near. Oh, please don't drift away from me. That you drift away from me.
Yeah, nice tune there by the Drifters. Gerhard Thrasher, he's the lead singer on that one from May of 57. The Drifters with Drifting Away From You. Very nice tune. I can't remember when. I think that's a 15th release on the Atlantic record label, again with 116 points and one number one selection there of those 12 mentions. Let's continue here. And this next group from Queens, New York, and we heard from them earlier in the survey at number 187 with a song called See You Next Year. That was on George Goldner's G record label. Well, they return on George Goldner's G label with their fifth release here, their fifth of 14 on the G record label. Came out in January of 57. It features the late Herbie Cox on lead, number 104. Let's give a listen to the Cleftones. The Cleftones on the G label. My aunt really liked this song by them. It's called Why Do You Do Me Like You Do? The Cleftones from January 57. That's Herbie Cox and the Cleftones there. Their fifth release on George Goldner's G record label, January 1957, Why You Do Me Like You Do is the name of the tune. That had, 123 points. We're starting to get up there with the points, and of 14 mentions. 14 mentions on that, excuse me here. As we continue here, and here we go, 125 points and 14 mentions with this next group out of Harlem, New York. Now this is the B-side to their second release on Paul Winley's Winley record label, and the tune co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Adam Jackson. We go to October of 1957 at number 103. 103, here are the Jesters on Winley Records. It's called I'm Fallen in Love, number 103.
Love.
Those are the Jesters. The Jesters, Adam Jackson on lead there, October, 1957. It's on Paul Winley's Winley Records. That's their second release on the Winley label. I'm Falling in Love is the name of the tune. Of course, that was covered by a group out of Danbury, Connecticut, known as The Highlights. They released it in 61 on the Record Fair label. That's another nice rendition of that tune. We are Johnny G here. Spinning 1957 45s, vocal group 45s on the Relic Countdown here. Hope you're enjoying the show. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about the program here. Nobody else is doing what Johnny G does, especially for this music, as we continue here. And let's go to Hempstead, Long Island for entry number 102. This had scored 127 points and 11 mentions, and this features a 12-year-old. I think it's 12-year-old. He was 12 years old when he recorded this. His name is Richard Lanham. Richard Lanham. A record I first heard on the Gus Gossard show. He played this record. The uncredited group backing him up are the Tempo Tones. They've had releases on the label here. I think I featured a number of their releases or songs on the survey. But this, I guess we can call it the first record, but it's from January of 57. It's a number 102. It's Richard Lanham and the uncredited Tempo Tones on the Acme record label. The song is called On Your Radio, number 102. Is a swinging tune to come in at number 102 on the survey from January 1957 on the Acme record label. Richard Lanham and the Tempo Tones, song entitled On Your Radio. That's a great dancing tune. I remember hearing that on as I mentioned on Gus Gossard's show. I marked it down, and there's second presses of that, but for you collectors out there, the true first presses of this, they spell radio wrong. It's actually, I'll show it to you again, it looks like Raido, R-A-I-D-O versus R-A-D-I-O. So on the reissues of that, they do spell it right, but on the true originals, they do not. It's spelled incorrectly. That's number 102, Richard Lanham on Acme on Your Radio. Let's move to entry number 101 that came in with 127 points and 15 mentions, and we heard the flip side of this at number 457. A song called You've Gone came out on the Candlelight record label, as done by Lillian Leach and the Mellows. Well, the flip side comes in at number 102. This is on Ron Zinzer's Candlelight record label from December of 1956 originally, so close enough for government work. These are the Mellows on Candlelight with Lillian Leach on lead. It's called actually, they don't say Lillian Leach, it's Lillian Lee. They messed up on this. That's what's on the label here. But anyway, it's Lillian Leach. Take it from Johnny G. These are the Mellows from December 56 on Candlelight with Moon of Silver.
Moon of silver, glow on for my love. Silver, glow on. Silver moon glowing in the evening sky, casting ribbons of silver into lovely eyes. Glow on. Silver, glow on, glow on, moon of silver, glow on, my silver moon, I need your tender hand to make him understand just how I pine for his tender lips.
I try, oh so hard, to tell her of my humble love, and now she is near, so I'll think of your help from above.
There you go, at number 101. That's Lillian Leach and the Mellows, December 56. It's on the Candlelight record label, Moon of Silver. Now, of course, they were from the Bronx, New York, first recording for Joe Davis's J.D. record label. They will eventually split up in late 1955, but they would reform in 56 with a new manager, David Levitt. He was the owner of the Celeste label, and after two singles on Celeste that went nowhere, they finally switched management again to Sammy Lowe and Otis Pollard. and they were doing A&R work for Ron Zinzer's Candlelight record label. The result were 2 singles, which really became the last 2 records by the Mellows, and that was their first featuring, and they messed up on the label. It says Lillian Lee, but it's Lillian Leach, obviously a typo. Johnny G here as we wind down here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's move to entry number 100 now. Entry number 100 with 128 points and 14 mentions. We go to Bess Berman's Apollo record label. This group from Harlem, New York, had 6 releases on the Apollo label. We heard from them early. No, we did not. I'm getting confused with the Keytones. But this is their 6th release on the Apollo record label. They're called the Keynotes. The Keynotes. This is from June of 1957. This features Sam Kearney on lead at number 100. Number 100 on the Apollo label, the Keynotes, with One Little Kiss.
I love you, my darling, my darling. I'll love you till the end. All I want is one little kiss. I never felt like this. All I want is you. Want is you. Every night I feel so bad. I yearn for the kiss I've never had. All I want is a kiss. One is a kiss. Every night when I try to sleep, waiting for your call. Every night when I try to sleep, but all I do is weep. Every night I feel so bad. I yearn for the kiss I've never had. All I want is you.
There you go there, the sound of the Keynotes. The Keynotes on the Apollo record label. That is with Sam Kearney on lead, June 1957, coming in with 128 points and 14 mentions. And that was, what did I say here? That was their 6th and final release on the Apollo record label. I love the Keynotes there. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G as we continue with this countdown here. Again, if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and, click the bell to get notifications. And please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy what I'm doing. My website is back up. I had a Yahoo call me. I don't know what I did. I kind of lost the directory, but they put it back. So I uploaded about, 6 shows, I think, to it the other day. So you can go to vinyltreasures.net. You can download the shows off that website, or you can stream them live if you'd like. If not, you can come back here on YouTube and you can watch them at your leisure. I got so many people that go back to the archives to look, but it only registers once. The show is really exploding. Thank you all for all your emails and contributions to the show and requests. It is so appreciated here, and I just hope that this is the only time I get to listen to my records. It's not like I can sit back and just play the records. I'm dealing with my parents, especially my father, who I think is having a good day today. Is he having a good day, Grace and Mom? I hope he is. But I haven't heard that. Yesterday was not a good day, and the day before was a good day. So every day is different. And I guess you have to deal with that with elderly parents. But this is my getaway. I have to get away for some time for myself. And I play these records to bring me back to a reality, really. So thank you all for being here. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'll be back next Thursday again at 1 p.m. Eastern Time till about 3:30 for more of the countdown here as we make it to number 99 here on the survey. And we heard the flip side of this, I think, when did I play this? As I tell you, I was not totally prepared here. I'm kind of winging it. We heard them at number, I'm in the Fs. I got all the records here on the survey here. Collegians, where were they? We heard them, their debut single, Clovers, Coasters. There you go, Collegians. We heard the flip side of this at entry number 163, a song called Heavenly Night. That's the great ballad side. I think this is the A side. Yeah, this is the intended A side, and it's the debut single for the Collegians. This had 129 points and 16 mentions. The Collegians out of Harlem, New York, their debut single on Ben Smith's Extra record label. And the lead singer on this is Harlan Jackson. He's the lead singer, and this is really a rare record to have on the small print. It's easy to find on the, well, maybe not so easy anymore, to find on the reissue. If you were going to Times Square Records back in the early 60s, they reissued this with the big print. I think they reissued most of the titles, but it is really, really hard to find on the small print. And I think this is Rich Crizz's a record I bought from him, along with that Isley Brothers record. I could be in better shape, but beggars can't be choosy, you know what I mean? But anyway, our closer for today is the Collegians from 57 on Extra Records, called Let's Go for a Ride. I wish I can get my father to go for a ride, but he refuses. My mother will, but not my father. But anyway, that's the closer. Let's Go for a Ride, the Collegians. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. Excellent work on providing me with the information for the show today. Thank you all for being here again. I will see some of you on Saturday night at 9 p.m. If you have requests, send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Everybody enjoy the remainder of your afternoon, and I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long, the Collegians.
Let's go for a ride.
Let's go for a ride, my dear. The night is warm and clear. Won't you come and sit right here? Please don't say no. Please don't say no. Let's go for a ride, my sweetie. I want a septic feet. So come right in the sea. Go with me for a ride, for a ride. Ooh, warm and comfortable, I bought it just for you. Won't you come and sit right down, enjoy its comfort too. Let's go for a ride, my dear. The night is warm and clear. Won't you come and sit right here? Go with me for a ride, for a ride.
bought it just for you. Won't you come and sit right down and enjoy its comfort too? Let's go for a ride, my sweetie. I want a septic feet, so climb right in the sea. Go with me for a ride.